Aberdeen and Pontypridd. With the working men's clubs, they seem to be dying round here and all. I think when the pits closed, that was the start of it. And as I said, with the smoking ban and the price of alcohol, you know, I wouldn't recommend opening a pub in this area at all now. Back to you.
G7I, huge. It's 207. Crumbs. It'll be 10 years. Here we go. Oh, there, time flies. 10 years this July. And, because I can remember, it was a Sunday lunchtime. And, I walked in my local British Legion, sat down with a few of the lads, and a few of those few are no longer here. Most of those have gone silent key, unfortunately. But there we go. And me mate, he fired up a Hamlet cigar. I fired up the pipe with a bit of Errymore tobacco. And, you know, and the lads down the bottom, you had a group of 5 of them down the bottom used to sit there on a Sunday morning and play dominoes and cards. And of course, we had the pipe in full blow, and someone opened the door to come in. There was a gust of wind, and the lads down the bottom of the building disappeared in a cloud of smoke. Hey, put that fire out! They used to shout, put that fire out! And I never forget that. I mean, me mate, one of the other mates, who's now gone silent key, he was sat there, and he said, yes, he said, you buggers won't be able to do that next weekend. I said, what are you on about? Oh, well, Tuesday, the smoking ban comes in. You're going to have to go outside in that makeshift bus shelter they've put out there. And I looked round to him, and I said, yes, and you wait, you watch it to kill these type of places. It'll kill the pubs. You know, it'll kill the pubs and clubs. Anyway, cut a long story short there, as you do. I went in there about 3 weeks later. It was prime drinking time, 1 o'clock on a Sunday lunchtime. And instead of having about 20 or 30 people, there was only about 7 or 8, and I sat down, wound everybody up, sat down with me pipe, and basically primed, I didn't light it, but I primed the pipe, and everybody was looking. Had a couple of subs of beer, and went outside, come back in, and I said to this chap, I think you owe me that pint. What are you on about? I said, well, what did I say 3 weeks ago? I said, I come in here. I said, there was about 30 or 40 people in here. I said, look at it now. There's only about 5 or 6. I said, it's, you know, I said, I knew this would happen. I said, you know, you force a smoking ban on people, politically correctness and Big Brother. I said that this is the result. I said, and this is a British Legion club. And I said, but it's going to certainly hit the pubs even more, you know, and unfortunately it has, isn't it? And as you say now, I don't know about over your way, but a typical price round here these days for a pint of real ale, like Bass, Doom Bar, stuff like that, or Brains SA, is about £3, 340, 350 a pint. And if you go into the centre of Bath, they're charging about £4 a pint for beer and almost a fiver, about £4.80 for a pint of Guinness. It's absolutely ridiculous, you know, nearly a fiver a pint. G7IQJ.
W6 Tango Chili Depot, yeah, you're quite true there, Adrian. No, the prices have gone up. You don't get anything better for it. You were saying about the British Legion clubs, which was something that was very popular. I believe there's one British Legion club in the Cynon Valley, and I'd say that's from Pontypridd up to Hirwaun. And like I say, last I heard there was one British Legion club, and that might have folded as well. But like you say, the price of the beer in the pub, when you can go to places like Tesco's, Asda's, and you pick up a crate of cider lager at the prices they're selling it for, well, the pubs don't stand a chance. Back to you.
Well, there we go. But G7IQJ, identifying. Well, yeah, I mean, the only thing what makes me laugh, though, is when you go in, I mean, fair enough, I'm not a lager drinker, but if it's that or nothing, I don't mind, because it's smoother. I don't mind the odd Stella with a dash of lime in, but a lager and lime. But all the other stuff, you know, like your Carlsberg, your Tetley, your Boddingtons, John Smiths, it tastes foul. You know, you can drink it till the cows come home, and all it does is bloat you out because of the gas in it. But the problem I find when you go into these establishments, yeah, they've got these multi-packs, you know, you can buy a pack of this and a pack of that for a tenner, you know, and you get, generally get about 8 cans for £10. But it's all the bear's water, as I said, you know, the weaker fizzy stuff. And if, like myself, if you want the quality stuff, like your Real Ale, Draft Bass, Doombar, Fuller's London Pride, anything like that, you know, your 4 to 5% alcohol plus, then you've got to buy it in bottles. And that's crept up over the years, you know. I think the last time I bought some bottles in Tesco, they had an offer on, and you had something like 3 bottles for a fiver, you know. Normally they were about 180, 190, so you know, you may get yes, fair enough, you do get the cheap plonk in the supermarket, but it's the cheap plonk is generally the bottom of the range fizzy water, nothing of real quality. G7IQJ.
Whiskey 6 Tango Chili Depot. Yeah, you're saying about like the real ales. I'm going to sound old now, but the youngsters today drinking their lagers and that, and they probably don't know what a real pint tastes like, because the lagers and the stuff that's coming out the taps now, they're just all chemicals with a flavouring in it, I believe. Back to you.
Oh, yeah, you're right there, and it's the same over here. I mean, they started that trick over here. I think it's some Irish mob own them now, CI something, but over here you've got two of the bigger commercial cider producers. You've got Tom Thatcher's, down there at Myrtle Farm at Sanford, near Weston-super-Mare, and he does all the varieties, the fizzy ones, the proper, what I like, the proper still cider, the Cheddar Valley Red. It looks like orange squash, because you got to watch it with the children. You leave, as I did many, many years ago, and got a clump upside the ear for it. Over my father's one Christmas, and I left a pint of Cheddar Valley down, and my stepbrother, who was at the time was 3.5, 4 years old, he knocked a whole pint of it back, thought it was orange squash, and quite amusing it was, a very drunk 4-year-old child on one pint of Cheddar Valley Red, but I never lived that down for ages. Quite amusing, but my stepmother didn't think it was and give me a clip upside the ear, but there we go. But yeah, Mr. Thatcher and that, at least even if it's got the gas in it, you know, like this new one he's got now, which they call it Thatcher's Haze. It's a cloudy cider, but it's got gas in it. Well, that, you know, but it's like you say, it's they do it. I mean, the reason Thatcher's brought it out is not just to cater for the youngsters of today, the under 30s, you know, the 18 to 30-year-olds who like all these weird and wonderful potions. It when it's in a keg, it's the same as the beer. When it's in the keg and the keg is charged up with nitro oxide or whatever they use, and either a 60-40 mix or a 60-60, then it preserves it, because it's the gas in the keg. Put the beer in or the cider, charge it up with the gas, and the gas forces it out under pressure, so it will stay in there for, well, ages, you know, weeks, if not months. But when you get the proper cider out the barrel and the real ales, once you've tapped into them and the air's gone into it, it's only generally got a shelf life of a fortnight. So if you've got a high turnover of it, you know, if you're quite a busy pub, or there's a lot of people drinking it, and you can sort of get through at least a barrel or two a week, it isn't a problem. But if it's like a club, and a barrel might last 2 or 3 weeks, then there's a chance by the time the barrel's empty, the beer's gone off. So that's another reason they put, you know, with the gas, why they brought the gas situation out. But the other mob, who used to be down at Shepton Mallet, Coates' own place, what years ago was the Baby Sham factory. I mean, going back in the 50s and 60s, you know, and the 70s, the old fizzy wine called Baby Sham, but nothing special about it, quite weak. But they went on to be gamers, and the trouble with them down there at the Somerset Cider Mill is what you exactly said. Their cider, unlike Mr. Tom Thatcher, is not made with genuine apples. It's I used to go by there at about 6, 7 in the morning if I was on my way to work down in Yeovil or Weymouth or the South Coast. And you go by there early in the morning and you would see all the foreign tankers in there. And all the foreign tankers would be in there, offloading their concentrate into the big silos. And they used to make, as you say, all their cider was made from man-made French concentrate. There was a lot of it, a genuine healthy apple never went nowhere near it. G7IQJ.
W6 Tango Chili Delta. Yeah, it's all true, Adrian. I'm going to have to cut the QSO short now because the SYL is giving me some grief to come down for breakfast. So once again, I say 73s and have a good New Year and hope it goes on all through it. And look forward to catching you further down the log. So MW6 Tango Juliet Echo going clear, GB3WR. Take care.
Yeah, very good morning, and receptacle with the Happy New Year. I don't know what's in store for me. I should know by the end of the week regarding the work situation, but we'll ride the storm and see what we can, get out of it. But it's one of those things, and we will give you the best wishes for now, and as you say, link up further up that year electricity bill. Golf 7, India, Quebec, Juliet. Identifying on this repeater. I won't use her surname, but the ship called Susan. She was a stagehand with me for a long time at Knightstone and we did Cinderella. Of course, 12 o'clock comes. The clock, this big grandfather clock on top of some steps, about 4 foot high, and wound the hands on. Well, hang on, I've got to stop laughing. Stop laughing. Anyway, it comes up to 12 o'clock, and just before 12 o'clock came on the clock on the stage, she fainted. The clock fell over frontwards, and she came down like a toboggan onto the stage, in the clock. The audience were absolutely crazy, laughing. It's like the highlights of the show. And they were wondering whether they ought to keep it in every night. And they said, no, we've got to do it properly for the kids, you can't mess about like that. Oh, dear, poor old Sue. She got over it. She was all right, got time on her hands, crashing down the back of the stage. The other boys would say, what the hell was that racket? I said, oh, Sue just come down the stairs at the back of the stage, in the ballroom stairs. I said, in the clock, she fainted. This thing crashing down the stairs, I think, unfainted her. But she was all right after that. But, oh, dear God. Things to remember. It was funny, that met her yesterday. It's the first time I've seen her for about 6 months. She only comes down a couple of times a year. But that's the things that happen. A lot of the things that happen, people don't realise because something's gone wrong, because everybody else acts around it. Anyway, back to you, Jerry, from M0 Irishfield.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, so, fell down the that road, it's sick at the back. I think contemplating giving up a lot of the shooters down the